Day, fellow comic book fans. Tomorrow is Wednesday, September 19th, and it's New Comic Book Day. Here's a list of the comic books that we're most looking forward to reading.
This week, I'm looking forward to DC's Batman Damned #1. So this is the first of DC's Black Label. And it looks pretty sweet, certainly very dark. The Joker's dead, and Batman can't necessarily trust everything he believes. So you got John Constantine coming in. I think it's just going to be hilarious in this dark way, of course. And now this is a bi-monthly thing, so it's going to be potentially a little bit bigger of an issue, and I think it's going to be pretty sweet. So seriously looking forward to that one. And I know I'm not the only one in this group.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about this too, but for a few reasons. I mean, it would have been obvious. I think we threw the viewers off here.
I know.
But
I got to pick first.
Yeah, exactly. Ben made the first pick, so he took Batman. But yeah, in addition to it being a Batman book and the Joker is dead, and we get Batman and Constantine in a single issue, and I'm pretty sure the issue was written for me. Aside from all that,
it's Ben's pick. It's not your pick.
It's like
right?
every Batman is made for Charlie. It's not even like a question. It's just like he just knows all the people, and he's going, make me a comic book, and that's what they're doing.
And that's what happens. But it is, like you said, this is the start of the DC Black Label, which I'm really stoked to see what comes out of this. So yeah, great pick, sir. Dave, what are you looking forward to?
Well, I'm going out on a limb a little bit again. This is another #1 title from Image called Burnout's #1. Paranoia, they live with stranger things. A group of high school teenagers must fight off an attack by alien invasion, but they can only see the aliens if they are completely wasted. So this has the potential of being just about anything.
Really good.
It might be completely ridiculous. It might be just really absurd, like along the lines of maybe a Shaun of the Dead kind of thing, or who knows. Or it could be absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to take a chance, at least on the first issue. We'll see what happens. And believe me, I'll let you know one way or another whether it turns out to be anything worthwhile.
I think you do pretty well when you go out on a limb with these picks. It typically pays off.
This one I'm not too sure about because I'm not really that familiar with anybody involved in the project, and I don't know. I'm intrigued by the premise, and if put in the right hands and explored in an interesting way, it could be really interesting. But I can see 1,000 ways that they could really screw it up too. Yeah. So let's just hope it works.
Yeah, no matter what, I think it's going to be worth talking about.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, another great pick, and I guess that leaves me.
Yep.
And since Batman is off the table, I'm actually going to have to go with an IDW title this week. Dick Tracy, Dead or Alive #1.
Like actually, I have to. Like, it's a terrible thing. Like,
I know.
Like, I
no, but this is actually, I'm really excited. I was born in 1990. The Dick Tracy film came out in 1990. So sure, I wasn't watching it as a baby, but I can tell you, I wore out that VHS tape throughout my youth. So now, since I get to read a Dick Tracy comic book, I'm really looking forward to this. And it kind of goes back to the whole Sonic the Hedgehog comic book thing for me. As long as it's a good time and it reminds me of the way I felt watching the Dick Tracy film, I'm happy. That's all I'm looking for here. And I don't think that that's really much to ask for.
Yeah, but it could end up being based on the 1920s whatever comic strip, and
yeah,
that had a completely different kind of tone to it than the movie did. So you may be in for a shock, and it may be actually good for a different reason.
It's true.
which would be my bet.
You know what? I would be all right if it's a little bit different than I was hoping. But I'm still very excited about reading it. At the very least, the first issue, chances are I'll wind up reading the entire run anyway, just because I don't know when I'm going to get to read about Dick Tracy again. So why not? You know?
Yep.
But yeah, so that's my pick. Let's go through one more time. Ben, what was your pick, sir?
Batman, Damn #1.
Nice. And Dave?
Burnouts, #1.
Right. And mine was Dick Tracy, Dead or Alive #1. If you liked this video, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. And as always, check out thebrazenbull.com for more great comic book content. Until next week.
Adios.
Bye.